Child, my phone is getting hit with rain. Oh, okay, I'm here. Raining hard. Okay. What's up, you guys? It's raining so terrible out here. I need to turn on the radio or something. Okay. The chocolate bay. You working? Are you hardly working? It's a perfect Friday. No, it's not. But whatever. Happy Friday. Its topic is politics and music and running errands. I guess today after I get done running my errands, I'm gonna be home. Cause I'm off today. Hey, 20 people watching, thank you. Whatever I'm not, let me know, drop down in the comments, let me know ways that you want to be entertained, if I can do it. Or ways to keep you as a viewer. Because, did you see that thumbnail? I'm shady. I'm a shady motherfucker. I'm not monetized. But I ain't gotta worry about that thing where you can't cuss for 5-10 minutes. I ain't gotta worry about that. Leave now if you like Gorilla. I don't mess with no Gorilla. Gorilla. Anyway, I don't know why I thought of that just random, because he might have just came on the radio. So the thumbnail that's on there, the picture of the video that I have, allegedly Make America Great Again is having infighting going on. Who's fake? Yep. They play Gorilla too much. I'm just like, what? It's the radio, duh. But anyway, how's everybody doing this morning? It's 12 here Eastern Standard Time. It's going on 1 o'clock. And I was at my boyfriend's house, and I was like, let me go live because I need to tell them the reality. Live from the Rialto Center of the Performing Arts. Oh no, somebody got blocked? Yeah, we don't We let people say whatever they want to say, but they will not. Every YouTube channel should be that way too. Thank you for doing that, because if they say something like the agate, um, all of this, these profane words that are really inhumane, but some of us use it. Some of us use these words, but you gotta know who you talking to. Like, who is your audience? Do you know these people? And I think the internet had gave people the freedom to say whatever you want to say to somebody, and they can't punch you in the face. They can't harm you. All you can do is block them and stuff. So thank you for doing that. It's raining cats and dogs. So the thumbnail, Elon Musk is like, I don't even know why they're fighting, because I didn't even watch the video. She was saying something about I don't even know what she was saying, but it comes down to, where is the freedom of speech? But we already knew that when Elon took, when I was on Twitter one day, and people was like, why are you suspending people? Oh, it was before he not took office, but is with this MAGA office. He literally was like getting people for stuff against Twitter. People were saying stuff against Twitter or something like that. So that's why Elon was suspending their accounts. Like for a day or two, they couldn't tweet. So you got what you got. You voted for what you voted for. You said that you make America great again. So therefore, won't you live in what you asked for? They don't like this type of teaching. They don't like this type of teaching because it's coming from what you ask. It's almost like when people say you have not because you ask not. Now it's flipped. You asked for it. It was gonna happen probably anyway. Fate was gonna happen, because you know what? America needs this ass whooping, because we're in wartime. So you up here, you get on Twitter, you get on YouTube, you get on Facebook, you get on all these places. You can't see it the way they see it. They literally have a position in the government. So they see it with power. You see it with, oh, I need eggs, or I need something that's cheaper. So you got bamboozled for your vote. And some people are out here talking about, and I don't know if this is a fact or not, because I don't get into that. I just give what I heard. Some people will be like, well, your vote don't even count in the first place, even if you voted. I don't get into that. What's it gonna hurt to vote? I voted for where you vote at home, absentee, and with this type of stuff, what the Republicans do, burning down boxes and all this type of stuff, it might not even been counted. Well, I live in a city where they don't do all of that type of stuff. I live in a Republican city and a Republican state. For years, it's been Republican. For 10 years, it's been Republican or more. So therefore, we're calm here. But what I'm saying is, when they, and we got a, Lexington area has a Democratic governor, I mean. So I never understood, like, I always liked the governor and stuff. And he really helped us out with COVID time. He made so much sense. And Um, I don't get into the mayors and stuff. Um, the house. I don't get into them people. I don't know nothing what's going on there. All I know is that we're a red state, and we've been a red state for years. I was just in a city, Louisville, Kentucky. Lexington is kind of moving toward Trump territory now, uh, but Louisville will always be, most always be Democratic. Because it's a liberal place anyway. Like, y'all need to go live in Louisville for like a year and leave, and you will be like, this is the Wild Wild West. You know what? I kind of respect those type of places. The Wild Wild West type places. And religious. But when it comes down to it, I would say that if you leave there, it might be because too much is going on, or either it would be lack of people working together. You might be working against each other. So, might be a little bit hypocritical place. So that's my advice for me living there. Anyway, I said music. Music, I've been having a hard time really getting into artists. Like, you can give them a stream, or you can give them money if you choose to, or like a concert or something. I've been having a hard time. It seemed like it was easy back in the day when I was growing up. Maybe because it was like more talent. Even around the time of making the band and stuff, I even feel like that was like the marketing was literally like, we're in your face, we're giving you what you want, we're giving you the sound that you want. And now it's like so many, you got independent artists, y'all, you got what they put on the radio, you got what too much information. I'm receiving too much information about people, and I'm receiving actually people who seem like they have like a chip on their shoulder, or they gotta do this to get seen, they gotta do this to get heard. So I think that the music industry as a whole, if they would just market the person not to be a goody two shoes, but to do like an interview, and maybe those fans can ask different questions and stuff, and then after they answer the question, it's gonna be a fact check, so you got to be able to stand on it. And that's what I'm not seeing, is people stand on it, like sell that part. And somebody be like, I didn't come for all of that. I didn't come to like you. I come to listen to the music. I come to sell music. I come to... Well, what about when somebody gets turned off? That's not a sale. I am the consumer. I have a voice. And if you don't get my my listen, or my money, or my time, or my this, and then you ask why? Because I remember they asked at Hot 97 or whatever it was, like, why is these seats empty? Oh, people don't go to concerts no more. They broke. They say they broke. They got this money over here. They got that money over here. But they're not gonna spend their money on a concert. You better take them tickets and drop them down under $30, or be under the $50 mark, and then we will buy the ticket. most likely will come. Oh, those prices are too high. Uh, Um, I, I just think that it, it's a reason why. If they're not coming out to these concerts, it's a reason why. And I think my reason that I think is because I didn't identify with you in the first place to put out the high amount of money, and I didn't identify with you to put out the low amount of money. So you got to look at it too. If they not coming out with a low amount of money, that's telling you something. And then if they're not coming out with a high amount of money, it's telling you that they really don't have love for the artist to save or figure out a way to pay for that higher amount ticket. That's how I see it. And it's been, and I've looked at the numbers. And I've looked at the numbers of people. I've looked at the numbers of Drake. I've looked at the numbers of a 21 Savage. And I've looked at the numbers of like a Chris Brown. I've looked at the numbers of a Beyonce. I've looked at all of these different numbers. 21 Savage is not selling concert tickets. What he's selling is, I have a friend of a friend of a friend, and we're all coming together, like 5 artists or something. And literally, that's going to be the tour. That's going to be the concert. The girls are hurting. um, Because I looked at the numbers, and he's not selling when it comes to live. Somebody is taking his place somehow when it comes to numbers. I think a lot of people are relying on these streaming numbers. They're relying on these. When I say streaming, I'm also talking about fake streams. These payola streams that are now legal or whatever. Find a way to keep it legal, to market yourself to the people. And if another artist does not get those payolas, if the record company does not pay that, you just have to find another way to market yourself, because it most likely will be legal. And I think when Nicki did her contest for something, and they took away 100,000 sales, Nicki probably didn't care, but a fan cares. The fans were caring. So when they took that away, she was probably like, oh, I already knew. Like, whatever I do, you just needed to lower my 300,000 down to 200,000, because y'all need to say, and you know what? She still was up there. So now you took away the 100,000 because it was a buying thing, 100 people buying or something. Well, what's the amount of when the 100 people were buying that they bought the album? I'm lost. It's this crazy work. So if you want to be unfair, you just say you want to be unfair. Stop all these gimmicks to try to look like, oh, we're taking this away. You don't deserve this. You might want to say, haha, we just look for any reason to bring your numbers down. When we bring them numbers down, we're telling you that we literally don't like you. When it comes to numbers, we don't like you. What we want to do is halt you, and we want to say that your numbers are not as high as you think you are. So we're gonna bring you a little bit down. But then when we look at the numbers, you still up at the top. When it comes to Nicki's streaming numbers, of course, like sometimes the fans could be in and out. They're acting weird right now. Some of them. I don't want to go there. Acting weird. Just you didn't do this right. You didn't do that right. And a lot of people are getting paid by other people that don't like Nikki to report things. And we've been seeing it. We've been seeing a lot of shady stuff or whatever with somebody else, another female rapper, or anything. Or it's time for they come out on the timeline saying that it's time for Nikki to give some other female rappers their flowers when she already did. Or come out and name a female rapper today just out the blue. We want you to come and do it. We want you to do something spontaneous, like you have control over that person. And if you don't do it, uh, we feel that you're not being ladylike to the industry, like a Cardi B type thought pattern that she just comes out and says some random person and gives them flowers or something. They want Nikki to come out and do that. That's what they like, you guys. So if you like that type of stuff, more power to you. But that turns me off. What's it? Well, Mona said, just a little laughter. Payola streams is crazy work. Yes, they are. What do y'all think about the whole Beyonce and Jay-Z thing? I did a video last night, while I was washing dishes, and I just did a little breakdown. It's not much. It wasn't much. No, no, it was 17 minutes, and I was working. So that just tells you right there that there's still not a lot of information. Even though some of us may know certain things, we're not gonna say them. That would be dumb because we already said that the predictions are leaning into that he will be in jail. So those predictions might be 4 years, 4 years or something, anything. But and then you are now you want to identify yourself away from Diddy. Um, what's on the radio now? Okay. We got Ice Spice on the radio. There's a package. That some people like her, some people still like her. Or whatever. They did a breakdown of how much it costs to be on the radio. Near $1 million. It depends on if they're playing you all day long. If you're in the rotation. The record company has paid like $500,000, $300,000, $100,000 to be on the radio as that marketing package because they want a return investment. And you say you hear something on the radio and it's like brand new or something, or it's in the rotation, or it's in the top 40. You can like that. No one is saying that you can't like the sound, the lyrics, the anything, the way they dress. Um, but they want a return. So they need more people to like that instead of just two people. They need more people to like that, buy that, stream that. Did y'all see what was going on with SZA? SZA has something going on with TDE, and TDE don't like Nicki. His tweets from back when Nicki's Roman Reloaded and stuff came out, he was being shady on Twitter. So Nicki literally has a hate train, and this Doche girl, she was like a barb, and then she unfollowed Nicki out the blue. It was weird, but it's like the management, these CEOs and people at the record labels, they literally will tell that female rapper what to do. Like literally, you can't like Nicki. Please unfollow her. Do this, do that. Separate herself. Start copying off of her. You're younger. You're gonna sell. Um, and either some bars will run over the Dolce or they won't. But there will be some that's like I like both. So we gotta respect these people. I respect all people. When you like two people and all that type of stuff, and they supposed to be somewhat enemies or somebody thought up that they enemies and all that type of stuff. I used to be like, no, you gotta choose. And now maturity is now telling me that you don't gotta choose. You don't have to choose because that was on Twitter. When no one sees what you're doing behind closed doors now, that's when the tests come up. When you can go behind closed doors and you can listen to Glorillaz and Cardi B's and Megan the Stallions and all these people and nobody's watching you, that's the test to see, do you like both or you putting on a front. You only need to prove things to yourself, is what I'm saying. Whoa, Mona. Everybody that's watching. I had 8 people watching, and now it's 2 people. It's going up and down, y'all, because it started out with near 30 people or something. It was like hitting 40 people and all that type of stuff. They ain't like this type of teaching, so they had to go. Oh, my head is hurting, you guys. So I did take some extension for that. I'm gonna get this haircut, you guys. It's just terrible. I got my Christmas presents from my boyfriend, and I want to show y'all one gift he got me. Merry Christmas. I'm not gonna take it out the box because I don't want to. It's a Saturn engraved crystal sphere light. It's like a globe. Globe light, yeah. It's USB. And it sits in this thing with the light thing. So that's one of the presents he got for me. Um, what was I had said I was doing some errands. Yeah, the errands I'm gonna do is get my hair cut. I'm going to get some cheesecake. To be fat. And I'm gonna be watching some movies at home or whatever. I found a movie I wanna watch. I wanna sing this song. I'm gonna get off here after I sing this song, you guys. I'm probably stuffy. Give us this day our daily bread. You said you would supply all our needs according to your riches. I have. Mm, and I shall receive like me to go from here. Yeah, thank y'all for liking the video. to show someone who's lost and help them find their way. These words, I'm just messing up. And I shall be free like me. Free like me. Lord, we need your peace. Lord, we need your love. Oh, Lord, we need your love this day. Child, and vocals were terrible. See if I got another song. I shall wear a crown. Oh, I shall wear a crown when it's all over. Like this video. When it's all over. See if anybody else is live. I shall see his face. I shall see his face when it's all over. Hallelujah. When it's all over, I'm going to put on my robe, tell the story how I made it over. I'm going to put on my robe, tell the story how I made it over. I'm going to put on my robe, tell the story how I made it over. Soon as I get home, soon as we need the altos. Soon as I get home. And we need the sopranos. I'm making up that note. I don't even know what the note is. So I can't hit that note today. Soon as I get home. So I don't know if I can hit that tenor note today. I can try. Soon as I get home. Y'all said take it down. Soon as I get home. Everybody All right. And yeah, my nose is stuffy. That's why I can't even hit some of these notes. Um, my numbers have been up and down. Which is good. It means I'm in some type of algorithm, whether it be trolls, whether it be real people, whoever it is they're watching. And you know what? Sometimes you kind of gotta like do some videos or mess with your titles or mess with your hashtags or talk about some things that don't feel nice or some people maybe on the community wall reading what you're saying and stuff. And I've been looking at my algorithm, and some people have been returning back to this channel. I told y'all I don't. One thing I don't do is I love all y'all. One thing I don't do is lie. I mean, anybody can lie. I can lie. But what I'm saying, I'm not gonna come out and just lie for the heck of it. I'm not gonna come out and lie to get you to view me. I'm not gonna lie to get you to like me. I'm not gonna lie to join this brigade over here that just said, "Oh, it's gonna be that way." So the returning people, if there's any returning people, I just want you all to know that that's the reason why I made the decision that I made. If I'm a Democrat or I'm an independent or if I'm a this or that, and I'm just not a Republican, I'm not gonna just join the Republicans just because it's the end thing to do. I left politics. On this YouTube channel, I didn't talk about politics. I only talked about Nicki Minaj every day in the rap game. So I literally left politics, and I hadn't talked politics since 2021. Politics rubbed me the wrong way totally. And I said, you're not enjoying yourself every day. Nobody cares about there's Democrats out there that blah blah blah. But when it was coming to this Republican thing being the end thing and stuff, it seemed like Democrats were crumbling almost, or I couldn't talk to certain people no more. They would always tell me the problem rather than uh they wouldn't tell me that we're all in. They would give me all of the excuses, the lies that were being said either on Twitter, Facebook, all these places that I wouldn't even show up to. They would be leaving something that somebody said, or there's this Democrat against this Democrat, and these two Democrats, like the unifying, they see now that you need to unify. But before this happened, if they were literally, if people were non-united as Democrats, it's because they didn't know the way. The way, sometimes you have to unite and seem on a united front to make the package clear. When you have all these Amanda Seals, when you have all these different people out here and they just fit Democrat, but then what comes out of their mouth is not, or they got all these conspiracy theories, they're lost when it comes to health, like when it comes to vaccines, when it comes to all of this stuff, they like conspiracy theories. They don't know which way to take because you got uh, who the World Health Organization sitting up here playing puppets or whatever they playing. So you don't know what's going on if they're making these things to make our immune system stronger, or you don't know, like if it's a real virus or a made up virus. And if you're going to make up a virus, you need to tell us the reason why you're making up a virus. The things predicting on this date that there's gonna be a new virus that it's gonna be a new virus that comes out. Okay, if it does, if it's predicting correctly that a new virus has come out, you need to be able to expound on that because people will lose your trust. Uh, but and see that leads into the Mr. RFK Kennedy man. Does he have a point now about these vaccines and stuff? Um, State your claim, state your point, and then when it's time to go ahead and if a conspiracy theory is supposed to be right, then it's plain in sight. So you playing the Russian roulette. I call it the Russian roulette. You don't want to take a side. You, the people that made up their mind what they believe in the first place. But when it's time for you to go out on the stage and you present that evidence, Mr. Gates, Bill Gates, I was just talking to a coworker about this. It's time for you to talk to the people and tell them what you hiding in your little house that nobody can bother you, nobody can harm you, nobody knows where you are, and you just show up at some meeting somewhere. Or I have an address. Y'all can't come, or I have security, or I invited y'all. Like y'all never show up. Like y'all don't care where I am. Y'all at work. Um, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, what is it? Are you hiding or are you not hiding? Was you on that island or was you not on that island? You want everything to be secret. The secrets, the secrecy. Um, the secrecy needs to stop. I just don't see the people. And that's probably why they up here lying about elections now, interfering with other countries' elections due to the fact that if you can't be honest about nothing, nobody's going to believe in you and vote for you. Look at the independent, the Green Party. It had 500,000 votes to a million. I don't know the number. But look at those votes just went nowhere. What I'm actually saying is there's supposed to be a new party that, see, them three people that left just missed out on some information. I was going into information after I said what I said. Y'all left. You missed out on that. Don't show up to stuff that you don't believe in. Okay? This type of teaching is rough. This type of teaching, the chocolate makes still here. This type of teaching is rough. This type of teaching is hard. This type of teaching will hurt you. This type of teaching hurts you because literally, I'm gonna say some stuff that either you're not ready for, or either I'm gonna say some stuff that you decided to leave before you heard the stuff. Oh Lord. I don't forgot what I was saying. I had to break that down. Okay, I know what I'm saying now. I think I still don't know. It'll come back to me. Um, Child, this world's a mess. I look at my all the algorithms I look at on a daily basis, and I'm seeing the infighting going on in MAGA right now. Make apples great again. And I'm seeing all the people that was on my community wall trying to like disrespect my YouTube channel, and throw me under the bus and be like, well, y'all ain't gonna win and stuff. And this is the reason why y'all have lost the trust of the American people. Um, and all of this stuff from all different areas of social media, basically saying the Democratic way is the old way. Whatever happens next, we're ready for this. We want this. And I'm literally, all my algorithm is coming down showing these people that believed in the mega way and believed in Elon Musk and believed in 45, 47, whatever number he is, and the Orange Man, and believed in all of these, what you call it. And some people, I'm glad that they didn't vote. At this point, I'm glad that they didn't vote. Only because um, it's like we needed your vote, but you already made up your mind, and now we've seen that there was cheating on the Republican side that's coming out soon, and it's already out right now anyway. The non trust that the megas got in the first place, the clownship, the situationship that's going on, Elon running the government and all this type of stuff, the situation with the shutdown got fixed and they thought it was gonna go this way. uh some people was like, why are you trying to shut down this stuff? When's the time that you want it to have a bunch of spending? You don't want it to be on your watch while you're president. You don't want it to make it seem like the inflation went up. All of these things, you playing the game. 45, the orange man, he is playing the game, so he's not looked at. Because look at the Supreme Court. They popped in my algorithm yesterday. That's a sign, you guys. We getting signs. The sign is that they have a 16% trust for the American people. The American people only believe them 16%. But they just popped up in my algorithm, and now one of the Supreme Court men that's on the Supreme Court allegedly, like, he put his trust in certain things of being a Republican, and now he sees this more of a Nazi. He sees this more like, you better do what I say. This is the new regime. Uh, we're getting ready to redo uh, some of Supreme Court Constitution things, where literally the job that you have on the Supreme Court will be dictated by the new president, or be dictated by Elon Musk, be dictated by all of these things that are going on with robots, be dictated by how we need all of these things adjusted, resuscitated, unmusted. And literally, we need everything to turn around to be in Project 2025. Whatever Project 2025 said. Did you read it, Justice? The Supreme Court Justice, he's the one with the little crew cut. I don't know his name. The one that was against the ABORT a whole lot. A white man, different whatever. Y'all know who I'm talking about, with the crew cut. Him right there, he had went into a position, he got the position of being a Supreme Court Justice. And the black man, I ain't even gonna get on him because he's just a mess. Uh, like, you gonna do this? 5 people left, and now I'm with 0. Um, I think the algorithm is throwing me trolls because that's just weird. But you thought that it was gonna go a certain way. Either he read Project 2025 or he didn't. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that he thought that it was gonna go one way as a Republican. And now he sees that this Elon Musk thing and these religious people over there, that I believe certain things of religion is in Project 2025. Well, he sees that these people that want to go back to the 1950s and how everything was less liberal back then, that they kind of was like, some things the Supreme Court would be like, well, we're going to make it where some things Democrats win, but a lot of things Republicans win in the Supreme Court when the Supreme Court makes their decision. But now they see that MAGA or this Project 2025 says that every single Supreme Court thing that Republicans win. MAGA wins. Win. We want to win. And they don't see it as a democracy anymore for as a Supreme Court justice. The Supreme Court justice has to be able to make a decision, even though he's a Republican. He has to make a decision for both to make it actually equal power. But if now you got a job and somebody's directing, two people or three people are directing you, the Republicans have to win now every single thing, and Project 2025 is the way and no other way and everything. Because he didn't make America great again the first time he was in office. Look at him trying to do it now and trying to keep himself out of prison. That is the reason why Elon is really like the president, because he had to go where the money was for this election to win. That's what a lot of y'all missed. I was like, something is going on, and I'm going to stick around and trust this system that I believed in, which was Republicans, Democrats, fight it out fairly. Y'all, I know what y'all saying right now. Ain't no election been fair. But this is the worst election. This was the worst election. It's about eggs. It's about eggs. The price of eggs. Then you found out they don't give a fuck about the price of eggs. It's about they can afford the shit. They got their calculators out and they trying to figure out how to give the rich man his taxes that he voted for, because they needed him to vote for that. That's exactly the reason for this election, the way it went in the first place. Is to give the and then it's called a trickle down. See, I've been watching y'all. I've been watching. It's the trickle down. Clinton came out. Some other presidents came out and said the trickle down don't work. So you just voted for the trickle down and it's not going to trickle down. So like when T.S. Madison said, ha, I voted Democrat, but I'm now going to benefit because I'm in the $400,000 or more tax bracket. I'm going to now get what Elon's talking about is a bigger tax break of like 30 something $1,000 or whatever, up and up. That's what the tax break is. I looked at the tax break thing. And she didn't vote for him, the orange man, but she's going to benefit for him because of her tax area. So now she's laughing at y'all because she didn't need the money like some people did need the money. She's laughing at y'all because she's been making money no matter what and paying her fair share of taxes or whatever situation is going on with the tax chart and what the people voted for. But she's now going to benefit from what she don't even believe in. And then now we're going to wait years for the trickle down, where now the poor, it comes into their hands later on. And guess what's going to happen? It's never going to come to the poor. The rich man is going to keep getting his money. That's what y'all been telling me, everybody. When I walk into church, when I walk at work, when I go on the internet, all of y'all, when I go to the store, y'all been telling me that the rich man is the one who gets everything. And he wants his bigger piece of the pie. Walmart is the richest man family. Walmart is the richest family. Elon is the richest man. So I've been focusing on the richest family. Like, what? Google said he's the richest man? I thought he got to be in the trillions or something. So yeah, Walmart is the richest family. Which I thought about doing on Walmart, but I just don't spend enough money at Walmart to do that. we y'all believe in. Y'all voted for um what Walmart believes in. Walmart might have gave to both parties. Somebody gave to both parties, but one of them, Walmart totally believes in Project 2025. But it's like they know that they are doing well financially with this tax thing and stuff. So of course they was gonna vote for him or whatever they decided to do. But I totally was gonna be like, I'm not buying from Walmart no more. But I don't see nobody really working together. Cause they gave me some website I can go to find out who supported who, and I already know some of the people who did. But as far as me doing Walmart, I think I need Walmart. I just need some people to get smarter. hmm Because if you steal an election or the people are saying one thing and they think something and they vote something that they think that they were promised, which y'all they've been telling us for years, y'all. They've been telling us this for years and we didn't believe it. Or they just lied to you. You know how it is. You know how you get the runaround. We get that all the time in life. I had to deal just my car just a couple of weeks ago or something. I had to deal with my car. I'm dealing with the lie now that they told me because I didn't pay attention. So I have to pay out my butt now. But it's okay. God got me. What I'm really saying is that after people do that to you, how do you now? Well, you pay attention, you sit back and you watch. And when you do that, you are in charge now, and you're not in charge of other people. So now they're making a mistake, and you're sit back and watch them. Now we're all supposed to come together and work together when you totally voted against my which cause I'm a shop at Walmart. Walmart thinks that Project 2025 is God. Let's see the trickle down. Let's see about the prices. Let's see about all of these things out here. What's going to happen next? And the president just came out, the new president just came out and said that he ain't going to be able to fix the, what you call it. He's trying to do the tariffs and all this type of stuff. The trickle down. Trickle down. Is it the trickle down going to work? Because now he dealing with these stocks and stuff and upsetting countries that, and then he's also trying this tariff thing where uh, we make our own stuff. What's the date? When does that start? Well, you sending all this stuff back over there, or no more is coming? How is this supposed to work? Once it works, I need to be a believer, but I don't think I'm a believer. I think that everything is gonna be extremely high, and it ain't gonna be no trickle down. You gonna burn all the bridges. Now things could be fixed. I never said that, y'all. Certain things can be fixed, and especially talking to other countries and stuff and talking to China and stuff. But China's been on our neck for quite a while. They even got drones allegedly over here trying to scare the people over in New Jersey. I got certain people I believe in. Certain people, they tell me something, I believe that they telling the truth. That they not just gonna lie to me. Mm-mm. Drones are to scare people. You see them videos popped up, didn't you? Talking about we are scared, we are mad, we want answers and all this shit. That made different people just decide to figure out what's actually happening. And then I started hearing China, 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 China. Right after that, it only took a few hours. Next day, we start hearing China's behind it. Well, what is China doing? I never heard that. I heard it from where I'm supposed to hear it, and they let me know that they are trying to scare Americans. Now, if you scare an American, they're gonna reach out to their government and complain to their government and say their government is lying. You see what I'm saying? You getting it? Y'all getting this thing now? You want to scare people. After you scare them, it's an outrage. Then, then get on social media, yell at their either incoming presidency or the presidency that was there before. It's to make chaos in the U.S. government where you don't know what's going on. It's actually very intelligent to send these uh, drone things. And then I heard about there was a drones that people were either bringing out of their house or something, thinking that they can do it when it's from over somewhere else. But they were doing it certain places. It's not allowed to fly a drone, and they got in jail. What is Elon doing with that one? Okay. We only need certain drones out right now. The drones that y'all have, we don't need because it's a I can't think of that word. It's what we don't need right now. We don't need other drones out now, or we don't need them around certain buildings right now. That's a safety hazard. When you literally got a whole safety hazard that you ain't even investigated to give out what the truth is. Now everybody decided that China is the reason for these drones, but then they don't know what they're trying to do. But a lot of war people know that the tactic is to scare you. My. We living in the end times, y'all. And Hollywood needs to get it together. Mm-hmm. Hollywood needs to get it together. Hollywood is gonna burn down, you guys. Hollywood will burn down. They've been sitting around and cackling at these little balls and things that they have and Grammys and stuff, and they've been doing a lot of that, and who's gonna come out and talk? That's the main thing I see on YouTube every day. Diddy is squealing on Jay Z. This person is and then you never hear from the higher ups. You see what is that man that did Whitney Houston? He was in charge of Whitney Houston Records. Clive Davis had nothing to say. His lawyers already told him, do not say a word when they ask you a question. Duh. You wouldn't want you would be dumb to incriminate yourself, even if you about to die. Um, you would be dumb to do that because you got people over you, Clive Davis, who are trusting in that you keep your mouth closed. So I see why all of these higher ups want to keep their mouth closed. Who is somebody big? Greenwood, Shelly Greenwood, and all these people that got positions at Warner and Rock Nations and all these places. They keeping their mouth closed. So now y'all keep asking why will nobody come out and talk? Why did these people resign from their jobs? We saw it. Why did they do that? So they don't have to talk. Have they been subpoenaed? Have they thought of that yet? Oh, I'll just lie when I get on the witness stand. Mm-hmm. If I'm subpoenaed. Mm-hmm. We're getting ready to go through a UMG Spotify with Drake situation. And I'm gonna tell you all, and I'm gonna get off here after that. I'm siding with Drake. because I think he sees what Nikki has been going through when somebody's trying to take you out the game and make you look stupid. He wasn't the best fighter for the job, like to win a beef like that. I've never really seen him as a strong candidate for beefs in the first place. See, I'm giving y'all the answers. I've sat back and watched. Um, he wasn't gonna win the beef before it happened. So therefore, what it is he's found out a way to try to win. Now it will cost you something, Drake. They kept on saying, see, y'all need to stop these narratives. I don't like narratives. No. Narratives are what people keep repeating over and over and over and over and over and over. The narrative is, Drake, you're doing the same thing that Kendrick, or you're doing the same thing that remember I told y'all about the pack payola packages. The marketing packages are legal, you guys. So when people say they don't understand it like I do, and some other people do. If you've been on Twitter, you kind of get a better understanding now. Um, the pack, they keep saying you did the same thing that he did to get ahead. You put your brand in front of all of us where we would want to hear it and listen to it and come to your concerts and all this type of stuff. That's what it's supposed to do. You did the same thing, so now you want to. Drake, you did the same thing, so now you want to be a hypocrite. It's not about that, you guys. It's about, will UMG lose something? Will Spotify lose something? If I'm going down, you're going down too. You hurt me, I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to figure out how the courts can investigate this situation to make it fair for all of us and those who lost out on some of the numbers, those who should have got a number one, those who streams could have been a little higher and somebody else's were higher because they had a marketing package of some fake streams. Taylor Swift, how they've been winning. So the Barbs looked at it last year, and we looked at it and we said, and to be in the top 10 doesn't necessarily mean you cheated, but you're gonna have to be on the radio every day in the top 40. You're gonna have to have a high pure sales, because Taylor and those country stars have a high pure sales, and their streams are high, and their what you call it high. Barb's literally would have a high pure sales and a high sales. Our streams were never high. We had, like, during Barbie World and stuff like that, we had almost towards 30 million streams. Super Freaky Girl almost towards 30 million streams. Why are these other people getting up to 60 million streams and all of this stuff? And the problem that I see is whoever's numbers are fake, like more of a payola package. What I'm saying is, if you got that number, how do you why do you need all this radio? So those who don't have a payola package, marketing package for music and for video and all that type of stuff, so you the consumer can buy it. Those who don't have that, why does Nicki not have one? Why are these independent ones don't have one where they can be heard? In order to make it into the top 40, which Nicki made it into it all the time back in the day. She made it into it during probably Queen. She made it in there with Super Freaky Girl. She made it in there with Pink Friday too. She made it in there with all these different things. She made it in the top 40s. Fuck the club up. She made it in there. Her basically tour has made it in the top 40, but she's not media based. Media based to me is when you literally are hit your top 40 all year long, or certain parts of the month your top 40, but you're consistently. You see how they go get throwbacks of Nicki, uh, of different songs she did back in 2018, 2016, and stuff, and they'll play on the radio on my 107.9. They'll play it on the radio. She doesn't get media based. Media based to me is when you are in that top 40 and you paid your $1 million to the $300,000, $100,000 to the radio stations and all the stuff. You see how somebody tried to get their uh, cowboy album, their country album on the radio, and they really didn't want it on their radios. The white people didn't. I think some money was paid, and then also it had to be branded as that we want to hear this. If they really don't have a trust in this, they're not gonna play that on the country radio. And actually, it stopped being played. So Nikki spoke up, and she did an interview, and she said, "I want to make music that is not radio friendly. I want music that is now not going to make it on the radio. I want that music to be on my album, or this song to be on my album." And J. Cole said, "Okay, let's do this." And they did Let Me Calm Down. And any song can be on the radio. It sound like the radio. Some songs sound more like the radio, but for real, what they look is at the numbers and the media base, and is people really feeling that in a pop sound? Who is the artist? Who is the label? Is the label putting out money to market this person? I look at UMG sometimes. I'm talking about Republic Records sometimes. And I really don't think that they can't, since Nicki owns all her stuff or whatever her contract with them, I don't think they want to put extra money into her because she has a fan base that already do the work. I don't think they really want to put, Nicki is very smart, and one day, probably about a year or two from now, she will literally probably be having heavy on it. She will need distribution. Who's gonna be her distribution? Is she working on getting her own distribution? Um, I think UMG will be her distribution, but she will be heavy on it. So good luck to Nicki for that. The first woman ever have her own record label. Some people are mad. People are mad, and they was telling me last night in Twitter Spaces that the whole purpose in them with this TDE thing that's going on right now is to keep her. It doesn't even. They said it doesn't have to be female rap. It could be a female R&B artist to keep Nicki from going #1 on Billboard. To keep Nicki's album from going #1, or a song from going #1. If she gets another #1, they will be upset. Let me get in here and get this haircut. Thank y'all for being here. I need some comments. Woo, child. I done sung. Went through this, went through that, went through that, and went through this. But I tried to break some things down, you guys. And I hope that people are really listening, whether it be politics or music. That I hope that you learn something. I'm always willing to, I want to learn something. I want people to reach out to me and say, you know what? That little thing right there that you was talking about was deep, and I can explain that to you more in depth. Or I want some people to say to me or disagree, so we can have a conversation about it. If we keep on agreeing, I don't know. I learned nothing. I learned nothing. And there is a topic coming up soon where I do not want the people to disagree on that topic because it's all about helping people in a way of um, the thing, the awareness. Awareness. I don't really want these arguments and stuff, but I do want uh, people to disagree when it comes to uh, these topics that I am talking about right now. Awareness. We'll never get anywhere disagreeing. We got to come. You got to come together when it's for awareness. I'm making up my mind now, you guys, and I'm gonna put out my message, but this message, people have to believe in my message first, or else I will stop saying the message. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Please disagree with me. Please actually let me know what you started thinking about and let me know what I could do better. See ya.